The world is not as it once was. In the aftermath of a devastating global war, humanity has been reduced to scattered survivors, clinging to life in a barren and desolate landscape. The sun is relentless, the land is scorched, and the remnants of civilization lie in ruins. The cities are shells, filled with dust and debris, and the once thriving world has been stripped of all order and morality. Water, food, and shelter are scarce, and violence is rampant. This is a world where only the strong survive, and hope is a distant memory. Among the survivors is a lone wanderer named Eli. Eli walks the endless road westward, across the wasteland, with a deep and mysterious sense of purpose. His clothes are tattered, and he carries a large backpack, but his most prized possession is a book, the Bible, the last known copy in existence. Though many have forgotten its importance, Eli knows that this book holds the key to saving humanity. He believes he has been chosen by God to protect it and to deliver it to a safe place, where its message can help rebuild the shattered world. Eli's journey has lasted 30 long years, during which he has faced numerous dangers. Bandits and scavengers roam the highways, preying on the weak and desperate. Towns have become dens of corruption and lawlessness, where the powerful rule through fear. Despite the chaos around him, Eli is not afraid. He is a man of faith, driven by a higher calling. His skill in combat is unmatched, and he fights with both precision and purpose, as if guided by an unseen force. His ability to defend himself from attackers without hesitation has kept him alive through countless perilous encounters. One day, Eli arrives at a small, broken-down town ruled by a ruthless warlord named Carnegie. Carnegie is a man who understands the power of knowledge. He has been searching for a Bible, believing it will give him control over the hearts and minds of the people. To Carnegie, the Bible is a tool to dominate, manipulate, and extend his influence over the survivors. In this world, words are more valuable than weapons, and Carnegie knows that whoever controls the message controls the people. Eli tries to keep a low profile in the town, but Carnegie quickly realizes that Eli is not like the other wanderers. Eli is quiet, reserved, and focused on his mission, but when a gang of thugs tries to rob him, he fights them off with deadly precision, attracting Carnegie's attention. Carnegie is intrigued by Eli's skill and suspects that he might have something valuable. When Eli is brought to Carnegie's headquarters, the tyrant discovers the truth. Eli possesses the last Bible. Carnegie tries to convince Eli to hand over the book, promising him safety, shelter, and anything he desires in return. But Eli knows that the Bible cannot be used for selfish or evil purposes. He refuses Carnegie's offer, understanding that this book must be shared with the world, not hoarded for power. Eli's refusal sets off a deadly game of cat and mouse. Carnegie is determined to take the Bible, and Eli is equally determined to protect it. At this point in his journey, Eli meets a young woman named Salama. Salama, like many others in the town, is living under Carnegie's oppressive rule. She is intrigued by Eli's strength and his unwavering faith. Eli, seeing something in Salama, begins to share pieces of the Bible's wisdom with her, teaching her the importance of hope, compassion, and faith in a world devoid of both. Salama is deeply moved by Eli's words and becomes drawn to his mission. She decides to help him escape the town and continue his journey westward. As Eli and Salama flee the town, Carnegie's men give chase, intent on retrieving the Bible at all costs. The journey is treacherous, and they face numerous dangers, ambushes, harsh environments, and deadly confrontations. Each time, Eli's faith seems to guide him through, protecting both him and Salama. Eli's resolve remains unshaken, but the toll of the journey is heavy. He is injured, weakened, and seemingly close to death, yet he never loses sight of his mission. Along the way, Eli begins to open up to Salama about his past and the true reason for his journey. 30 years earlier, he had found the Bible in the ruins of an abandoned building, and from that moment, he knew that he had been called to protect it. Eli tells Salama that he is not walking west simply by choice, but because a voice, God's voice, had commanded him to do so. Everything Eli has done, every battle he has fought, has been in obedience to that voice. As they near their destination, Eli reveals something even more astonishing. He is blind. His blindness had been hidden from Salama and others because Eli's ability to navigate the world, fight, and survive has been entirely based on faith, not sight. Eli's blindness becomes a powerful symbol of the theme running through the story, the idea that faith, not physical vision, is what guides and sustains him. Finally, Eli and Salama reach the West Coast, where they find a group of scholars and survivors dedicated to preserving the knowledge of the past. These people are the keepers of what little remains of the world's culture, science, and history. Eli realizes that this is the sanctuary he has been searching for. Though his body is broken and his strength is fading, Eli begins to recite the entire Bible from memory. Every word, every verse is stored in his mind. The scholars carefully transcribe the Bible as Eli speaks, ensuring that its wisdom will live on and guide future generations. Meanwhile, back in Carnegie's town, the tyrant finally gets his hands on Eli's Bible, only to find that it is written in Braille. Carnegie's obsession with power has led him to nothing. He cannot read the words, and his efforts to control others through the Bible have been in vain. As his empire crumbles, Carnegie's health and influence deteriorate. The final irony is that while Carnegie sought power in the Bible's physical form, Eli understood that its true power came from the words within, words that live on in the hearts and minds of those who hear them. In the end, Eli's mission is fulfilled. His journey, though long and fraught with danger, was not in vain. He had protected the Bible and ensured that its message of hope, redemption, and faith would endure. Salama, now inspired by Eli's faith, decides to continue the journey on her own, heading back into the wasteland, carrying the lessons she learned from Eli and the Bible.